Can you please confirm me once more time? Am I audible or not?
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay. So this is our actually first class of Spring. Okay. So before starting the class, if you have any kind of question, you can ask. Okay. So I think it's time to start. Okay. So what is the prerequisite? Okay. So mainly the prerequisite is your core Java, right? Core Java and servlet. You should know the servlet knowledge and JDBC knowledge. Actually, this is your advanced Java. And if you know Hibernate, then it's good. Okay. Hibernate. And okay, but actually, you know, Spring is a framework, right? Actually, I had a plan. I had a
Yes.
plan to start tactical from today class. From today class, I had a plan to start tactical or coding part. But I think I should discuss some theory concept, right? Like some basic concept. For example, what is distributed application? What is enterprise application? What is tier? What is n-tier? What is three-tier? What is the difference between tier and layer, right? What is MVC architecture? What is microservices architecture? What is API? I think I should discuss this kind of concept, right? Before starting our
Mm.
actual coding session, okay? So, you know, you're okay. I'm discussing what is the purpose of Spring, why we are learning Spring, why we are not learning Min Stack, why we are not using Man Stack, PHP, Laravel, or other technologies like Django Flux, why we are not using this framework or technologies or tools, why we should learn Spring or Spring Boot, whatever. So I will certainly discuss, but you know this basic concept, Spring is a framework. Your Spring or Spring Boot is a framework, right? So I'm asking you one simple question, Can you please tell me what does mean by framework? Can you please tell me what does mean by framework? Anyone? Your answer is either wrong or right. Can you please tell me what does mean by framework or what does mean by library? Anyone? Okay. So we know like framework or library is some predefined code, right? Yes or no? Predefined code or pre-written code, right? Pre-written code. Can you please tell me what is the difference between library and framework? Anyone? Your answer is either wrong or right, no problem. Some basic idea before starting our coding session, just some basic idea. What is the difference between framework
Uh,
and library? Sorry?
uh, Library means predefined code,
Mm-hmm.
and framework is also predefined code.
Yeah.
Uh, Framework calls out code, sir. It means a developer not just using the framework. The framework is using our code, sir.
Okay, so, yeah. Good answer. Okay, so just you can consider, for example, just I think I should not waste time here. Just some basic idea. Okay, so you can consider your library. Okay, library is something like your toolbox, right? Your toolbox. Okay, so you are using this toolbox, right? You are using some tool. You are using some tool to do some task. Okay, and you can simply consider your framework. Your framework is a something like one kind of industry, right? Industry. Simply, you can compare like this way. Means actually as a developer, we call the library code, right? We call the library code, okay? But framework calls our code, right? Framework calls our code. Is it okay? Framework calls our code. In library, developer control everything. Library and framework means predefined code, but the difference is in library, we control everything. Developer control everything. But in framework control everything. Framework manage everything, right? So who control? Yeah, obviously framework control the control flow, right? But in library, who control the control flow? Can you please tell me? Developer only, right? Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, in your industry, obviously industry has some predefined structure, right? Some rules, some predefined structure. We need to follow these rules. We need to follow this predefined structure. So if anyone asks you what is the difference between library and framework, simply you can answer like your framework. Okay, I think I shouldn't waste too much time. Simply, you can answer framework means library, okay? Library plus some rules, okay? Some rules plus control flow, okay? Control flow plus some predefined structure. Structure. I hope you got the point. What is the difference between library and framework? Any confusion?
No, sir.
Simply let me, okay. So in library, we call the code, but framework calls our code. For example, simply I'm writing a program. I'm writing a program. Actually, this is a Spring Boot program. Okay. If you have pen and paper, you can write. Otherwise, simply you can listen. Simply you can listen. For example, at the rate REST controller. Okay, REST controller. What does mean by annotation? What does mean by REST controller? Actually, we are going to write, we are going to define, we are going to write in our code this part. So simply I am writing, just a moment. For example, one annotation like at the rate REST controller. What does mean by this? What is the purpose? Don't worry, certainly I will discuss. For example, any method name, for example, public, for example, any method name, can you please tell me? Just let me define one class, for example, public class, any class name, like user controller, any class name, controller, any class name, no issues. For example, at the rate get mapping, at the rate get mapping. Why I am writing, I'm explaining. Why I am writing, I'm explaining. Okay. So get mapping, right? Get mapping. And any methoding, for example, any methoding. So this program, consider this is your, okay, just let me write, one moment. For example, public, anything, for example, any return type, any method name, no issues. Okay. So in our core Java, guys, already you know who call the method, we call the method, right? But we never call this method. We never call this kind of method. Actually, our Spring framework internally call this method, okay? So actually, what is the difference? Framework calls our code. Simply one line answer. Framework calls our code, but in library, we calls the code. Is it clear, guys? Issues, don't worry, certainly I will discuss, okay. So this code, don't worry about this one. So can you please tell me any framework name, or just before that, let me discuss some types of framework, okay, some types of framework. Do you have any idea how many types of framework are available? Actually, can you please confirm me one more
Types
point?
of
Am I
framework, sir.
audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So if anyone asks you what is the types of framework, actually there is no fixed type, right? There is no fixed type actually. But you can define like this, like your front-end framework, okay? Front-end framework. Can you give me any example? Front-end framework. Any example? Like your Angular, right?
Will be React, Bootstrap. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I think no need to waste time here. Okay, so okay. So can you please tell me any backend framework name? Backend framework?
Spring Boot,
Backend.
Hibernate.
Okay, Hibernate. It's okay then. Like your Django, right? Django, whatever the pronunciation.
Spring, Django.
Django.
Yeah.
It's okay, fine. It's okay. Actually, backend framework, front-end framework, okay. Like desktop application framework, game development framework, data science framework, whatever. There are so many types of framework, but whatever this. So I'm not writing here. I'm not writing here. If you want to know, you can search in the Google. Get this one. So just before that, okay. Before that, let me discuss one point. Why we need to learn framework? Okay, this question. Why we need to use framework? Okay. Okay, can you please tell me? Already you know. Okay, guys. Can you please tell me how many of you know the JDBC concept? JDBC concept? How many of you know JDBC concept? Can you please tell
Yes,
me?
sir.
Or can you write in the chat?
Yes, it is used for database communication.
Okay, already you know, for example, this is your database, right? This is your database. If we want to communicate with database, okay, then if we want to communicate with database, obviously we are writing some program, right? We are writing some Java program,
Yeah.
for example, test.java and is okay. We are using JDBC technology, actually our advanced Java. Advanced Java means JDBCs are there, just whatever. Leave this one. This is not my action. My action is already you know we are following some step, right? We are following some step.
Yeah.
In every program, for example, this is your one program, this is your one program, this is your one program, and this is your database. You want to communicate with database. You want to communicate with database, right? So in this program, you need to write, okay, for example, 6 to 7 step or like 5 to 6 step, right? In the same program, you need to repeat the same step. Another program, you need to repeat the same step. If you don't know the JDBC concept, then I'm not writing this program here. Okay, leave this one. Consider this is your one Java program. You want to communicate with your database. You want to communicate with your database. You need to repeat. You need to repeat this same step, the same step, right? We are calling this kind of code boilerplate code, right? Boilerplate code.
Boilerplate. Yeah.
Boilerplate code. So actually, if we use any if we use any framework, actually this framework automatically generate this boilerplate code, right? Yes or no? Means,
Yes.
for example,
Yes.
this is your plain Java program. This is your Java program, and you want to communicate with database. Consider you need to write, for example, 10 to like 12 lines, right? If you use any framework, right? If you use like Spring framework, simply you can write 1 or 2 lines, right? To do the same task. Okay, to do the same task, you can perform using 1 or 2 lines. You can perform writing 1 or 2 lines, right? You can save your time, right? You can focus on the business logic. Yes or no, guys? You no need to write. You no need
Yes,
to
sir.
write the
Yeah.
boilerplate code.
Absolutely right.
For example, consider if we if we don't use like without, for example, without framework, what we should do? We need to write more code, right? Yes or no? More code,
Yeah.
then more
Yes,
time.
of course.
Okay, more time. For example, then what? We need to write more code, more time. If we write more code, obviously more bugs will be available, right? Yes or no? Okay, and
Yeah.
Yes.
productivity is less. Productivity is less. Okay, less. But if we use framework, or if we develop our program, if we develop our project, if we create our application using framework, with framework, then what will happen? Simply we can write less code, right? Then what? Less time only, right? Then what? Less bug only, na? Very less bug. Actually, or no bugs, okay? And productivity is more. Yes or no? Productivity is
Yeah.
more.
Yes.
Okay, leave this one. Just simple basic idea why we need to use. Actually, I can discuss yeah, 2 to 3 hours. What is the advantage, disadvantage, how many types of framework? But I think it is not required, right? Just some. I'm giving you some basic idea only. Leave this one. If you want to know more, you can Google search. Leave this one. Okay. So up to now, any kind of question?
No, sir.
Okay, now I'm asking you. Okay, so if you have any kind of question related to framework, what is the advantage, what is the disadvantage, types of framework? Okay, you can ask leave this one. But I think right now I should discuss some important concept like what is tire. Okay, so most of the time you heard this, you listen like this way, like 2 tier, 3 tier, n-tier. Okay, or layer. Okay, let me write this part also there. So can you please
Here.
tell me what is the difference between tire and layer, or they are same? Or can you please tell me, anyone? Just I'm waiting 30 seconds for your answer.
Application built in layers and runs in tier.
Application built-ins.
Application built in layer and runs in tier.
Okay, anyone? Your answer is either wrong or right. No issues. Okay, you can answer. Anyone, whatever you know. If you don't want to speak, you can type.
This one is new for me. I cannot answer clearly.
Okay, but I'm asking you one simple question. Are they are same? They are same. Is it okay? Is it true or false? Do you think tire and layer both are same?
Not sure.
Simply, just before starting our coding session, let me discuss some basic idea. Binoy, are you getting?
Yes.
Okay. So, for example, let me discuss some like okay. Okay, I'm discussing what is the enterprise application, what is the web application, what is the distributed application. But I think before this, I need to explain, okay, this model, okay, client server model, okay, or web application model, web application architecture, or modern web application architecture, or modern software development architecture, okay, software development architecture. Let me discuss this point, okay, just consider. Consider this is your web application. This is your web application. So in the web application, you write some UI code, right? Yes or no? Means your HTML, CSS, JavaScript code. Yes or no? For example, UI code, like also you need to write some backend code, right? I will explain, just give me some time. What does mean by your backend, right? Backend code means backend code. Simply consider this is your backend code. Just consider UI for user purpose and backend for business purpose. Just give me some time, I'm explaining, but before that, just keep in mind, we are writing UI code, we are writing backend code. Also, we need one database, right? Yes or no, guys? Otherwise, if there is no database, then where we should store data? So already you know in web application or any
Right. Database requires for data store.
yeah, we need UI code, we need backend code, we need database code, right? Yes or no? Okay, simply
Yes.
just consider simple idea. Consider this is your machine, consider this is your laptop, or this is your machine, or this is your server. No issues. If you write, for example, UI code, if UI code or backend, okay, backend and database, last database, your database, okay, database are available in the same machine. Available where, sir? In the same machine. Actually, just keep in mind, tire mean actually machine, nothing more than this. Tire means just machine. It's physical, okay? It's physical. So here, just consider UI code, backend code, database, everything is available inside a one machine only, right? One machine, right? So you can say one tire architecture, Have you got my point?
Yes.
Keep in mind, UI code or front end doesn't mean browser. This is doesn't mean browser, okay? Doesn't mean browser. UI code means your HTML, CSS, JavaScript code, okay? So we are storing UI code, backend, and database. All three parts, everything is available. Everything is available inside a single machine or single tire. Consider this is your client. Client can be anywhere, guys. Client can be, for example, this is in BD or Dhaka, and consider this is in India. Client can be anywhere. I repeat again, here one confusion. If you search in the YouTube, if you ask to the ChatGPT, okay, they will some wrong answer. Consider this is your client. I'm explaining just a moment. Simply client mean consider your browser. What's up? Can you please tell me?
Browser.
Simply just browser. One tier architecture means UI code, backend code, database code available inside a single machine. Okay, this is one tier. And your client, this is your client means simply a browser. Client can be anywhere. Sir, in all days, this is considered as two-tier architecture. But now in the modern technology, in the modern software development, this is one tier only. We are not considering. Yeah, use red color. So client is not considered as any tier. Okay, this is simply a B1. Is it okay? Client can be anywhere. Client can be in the same machine. Client can be anywhere. No issues. Okay. Is it clear what does mean by one tier? Okay. So sometimes one tier application is called stand-alone application. Okay. Stand-alone application. Alone application. Can you please give me any example name? Consider your Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. Okay.
Notepad. Yeah,
Can you say Notepad?
Notepad calculator.
Okay. It's okay. But yeah, database concept. Okay, leave this one. So have you got the point? Sometimes you can say standalone application, one tier architecture or one tier application means standalone application also. Whatever. Leave this standalone application. I don't want to waste time here. Okay. Just can you please confirm me? Have you got the point? What does mean by one tier? Simply one tier means UI code, backend, and database available inside the same machine. Is it clear?
Yes.
And tier means what? Tier means simply physical separation. I repeat again. Tier means physical separation. I'm discussing about layer later, but right now let me discuss two tier. Can you please tell me, if you want, you can take a screenshot. Just I'm giving you 10 seconds. Okay, let me clean. So now let me discuss two tier architecture. Can you please tell me what does mean by two tier? What does mean by two tier? Sir, very simple. Two tier means two separate machine. Two separate machine, okay? Two separate machine. Nothing more than this. Consider this is your one machine, one server, no issues. And consider this is your another machine, another server, no issues, okay? So in your one machine, UI code is available, UI code, and backend code is available, backend code, and in another machine, your database is available. In another machine, your database is available, right? This is one machine or one tier, second machine or two tier, okay, or another machine or another tier, okay? Another machine. Is it okay? Is it okay? And they communicate, guys. They communicate. Can you please tell me how they communicate? Using what? Using SQL only, right?
Server.
SQL using JDBC only.
Sorry.
Is it clear what does mean by two tier? What does mean by two tier? Very simple only. But here one information. Nowadays, two tier architecture is very rare. It is not used. It is very rare, very rare. Okay. Where is client? Client can be anywhere. This is your client. This is your browser. I repeat again, this is not three tier architecture. In modern software application, in modern software web application development, client is not any tier. Okay. Simply this is a B1, okay? B1, nothing more than this. Is it okay, guys? Any confusion? What does mean by two tier? Simply, this is your browser. They can communicate using HTTP only, right? HTTP. Do you know this point? Basic networking concept. Are you getting my point? Can you please confirm me? Are you getting my point? Any confusion? Please, if you have any kind of question, please you can ask. This is two tier architecture. Can you please confirm me? Any confusion, guys? Should I repeat again? What does mean by two tier architecture? Should I repeat again?
UI and backend is in one machine and another database is in another machine.
Another machine. Consider this is in one country. This is one country in one country. This is in another country. No issues. Okay.
Okay. Sir,
See?
when we create an application using
Mhm.
MVC architecture,
Okay. Just leave about MVC architecture. I am discussing. Okay. Let me go here. Just right now skip. Okay. I will discuss. In today's class only, I will discuss what does mean by MVC architecture. But have you got what does mean by two tier? Anyone? Two tier? Okay, I'll show you practically everything. Don't worry. Okay. If you want, you can take a screenshot. Just I'm giving you 10-second time. Is it okay, guys? Okay.
Yes.
This is your browser. Browser communicate with this server or with this machine using HTTP. If you want, I can take one separate session. How HTTP can take the request. Whatever. Leave this one. Just some basic ideas. Simply Just some basic idea. What does mean by one tier? What does mean by two tier? Now, can you please tell me what does mean by three tier? Actually, guys, here I can spend just to discuss two tier. I can spend like 1 hour times, but I think it is not required, right? Our course is Spring Boot, so I'm just giving you some basic idea. What about? So can you please tell me what does mean by three tier? Anyone? What does mean by three tier?
No, sir, no idea.
Consider this is your one
Front
machine.
end,
This is your one machine. Inside this machine, your UI code or front end, right?
divided.
UI code or front
Yeah.
end. Front end doesn't mean browser, okay? Front end, okay? UI code or front end. Inside another machine, backend logic is available, right? Backend code,
Yeah.
backend code.
Three things.
Right now, I am just discussing about tier. After a few seconds, I'm discussing about layer only, don't worry. And in another machine, your database is available, right? Consider this is your database, okay? Any confusion? Like this is one tier,
No,
one machine, another machine, okay, two machine, two tier, and this is three tier, okay? Three machine. Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Consider
Yes,
this is
nice.
your,
Okay, okay, got it.
sorry,
Clear.
okay. Consider this is your client.
I got it. Computer architecture.
Sorry, can you please repeat again? I didn't listen you properly, please. Come again.
I'm saying that I have understood the point.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Whatever, any kind of question, if you have, you can ask. Okay, give this one. Okay. Thank you for understanding. Okay. So this is your client, right? This is your client. Client communicate with this front-end server or front-end machine. Okay, this is the machine actually using HTTP. So just let me discuss one or two point. Actually, I am not discussing. I'm asking you one question. This is your task for today. This is, you can consider this is your HW. Okay. So you know HTTP is some set of rules, right? But my question is how it's possible for some set of rules to carry the request whenever, for example, this is your computer, we search something like www dot, okay, like clickbuzz.com, okay. So how we are sending some request, how HTTP take our request, okay. This is my question to you. Okay, leave this one. I can discuss another day, leave this one. Or if I get time in today class only, I will try to discuss. But this is your task, okay. So this is HTTP request. User client communicate with front-end server or browser communicate with front-end server with what? With HTTP request only, right? HTTP rules. Okay, nothing more than this. And consider this is your UI code or one machine. This is your front-end server. This is your server. Every machine is a server by default. Okay, they communicate with backend. They communicate with backend with API. Actually, in our course only, we are going to implement how front-end server work with backend server. This is our course only, just giving some basic idea. How the communication happens, no issues. Technically, we'll discuss. Okay, so UI code or front-end server communicate with backend using API, right? And backend communicate with the database using your like SQL. Okay, leave this one, just some basic idea. So, sir, why this is three tier? Because in one machine UI code, in another machine backend code, and in another machine database is available. In another machine database is available, right? Is it okay? Is it okay? And we can see
Yes.
Yes.
line clean. Okay, like okay. From client client perspective, we consider this is totally one application, right? One application, right? Yes or no? So this application, okay, this application, right? The different parts. This is the one application, right? Different parts are available in different machine, different server, right? With this one. So just have you got the point? Just basic idea what does mean by three tier? Three tier means simply three
Yes.
separate machine. Three
Yeah.
separate machine. In one machine UI put, in another machine or in another server they can put, in another server or in another server or in another machine database is available. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Any
Yeah.
confusion up to now? Anyone? Are you getting my point? I'm just giving you 10-second
Yes,
time.
yes.
If you want, you can take a screenshot. Okay, leave this one. So how the communication happen, don't worry, we are going to implement. Leave this one. Okay, retire. So like what does mean by n, right? In normal mathematics, right? Like n means what? Like simply more than one, right? Yes or no?
Number of.
More than one, right?
Mm.
More than one. So yeah, more than 3 tire is available. Sorry, more than 1 tire is available means 3 tire is available. So if you want, you can say this 3 tire is a n tire also, right? N tire. Okay. N tire means maybe this is a 3 tire, this is a 3 tire or 4 tire or 5 tire or 6 tire, whatever. Just one moment, one moment. So up to now, for example, this is our client and this is our front end, right? Front end, okay. That's fine. This is our front end or UI code. This is our backend. This is our backend, and this is our database. Okay, this is our database. This is 3 tire actually, right? Okay, client is not a tire.
Mhm.
Okay, this is 3 tire. This is 3 tire. Okay. So now let me add one more machine. Let me add one more machine, right? One more server. Sir, do you know anything about load balancer? Load balancer? Anyone? Load balancer?
No, sir.
Do you have any idea like cloud computing, DevOps?
Load balancer maybe handle the request and distribute the request to the server.
Yeah, good answer, obviously. Okay, no issues. We will discuss. Okay, leave this one. We'll implement also. Okay, just observe. Okay, good. It's okay. Up to now, it's okay. So consider uh before front end, right? Before front end, can we add another machine like load balancer? Load balancer. If you don't know, guys, if you don't know about load balancer, if you don't know anything about load balancer, don't worry, no issues. Consider this is your load balancer, right? This is your load balancer. This is your front end, okay, or UI code, and this is your backend. This is your backend. This is your backend, and this is your database, right? Can you please tell me right now how many tire is available? Consider this is your
Four
client.
tiers.
This is your client. Client send the request. Load balancer distributed your request, right? Distributed your request. If you don't know any single word about load balancer, don't worry. Don't worry. Just observe. My focus is actually I wanna mean we are adding multiple machine here, multiple machine. So this is 1 tire, this is another tire, this is another tire, this is another tire, right? Right. So can I say this is a 4 tire architecture? This is a 4 tire architecture.
Yes.
And combinedly all tire means a single application, right? A single application with this one. Any confusion to understand what does mean by 4 tire?
No, sir.
Okay. So, like this way, based on your application, right? Based on the application, like this is maybe large scale application, medium scale application. Based on your application, you can add multiple tire, right? For example, just let me add one more tire, not more than this. For example, this is your load balancer, like load balancer, load balancer. Okay, load balancer. Consider this is your UI code or front end. This is your backend. Okay, before database, this is our database. Before database, let me add another machine, another server, like cache server. Okay, cache server. You can add, guys. You can add. So right now there are 5 machines. 1 machine, 2 machine, 3 machine, 4 server, 5 server. Okay, you can say this is five tire. Okay, or n-tire. Is it clear? Is it clear? So n-tire means maybe this is a 3 tire, this is a 4 tire, or this is a 5 tire. Okay. Any confusion about tire? Just leave this one. Have you got some basic idea what does mean by tire actually? Have you got some basic idea what does mean by tire? What does mean by tire? Is it okay?
Yes.
Should I repeat anything? Any more?
Yes.
Sorry?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I think I don't need to add any more tire. If you want, you can add another machine like API gateway. Have you heard this term? API gateway.
Yeah.
If you don't know, then simply just ignore. Simply just ignore. API gateway. Before backend, you can add another machine, another server. Okay. Leave this one. Leave this one. Okay. Leave this one. So I hope you get some basic idea what does mean by tire. the summary point. Tier means separation, okay, separation, but physical separation, right? Physical separation. Is it okay? What does mean by tier actually? Okay, now
Yeah.
let me discuss about layer.
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell me what does mean by layer? I'm just waiting 10 to 15 seconds for your answer. Anything, no issues you can answer. What does mean by layer? What do you think?
I develop and create the application using layers.
Maybe in our Hibernate, right? Maybe we discussed, we created multiple layer, but you didn't feel, okay? So anyone, okay, what does mean by layer? So simply, tier means what, sir? Tier means what? Tier means physical separation, right?
Physical separation.
But layer means
Yeah.
layer means what? Logical separation. Layer, logical. Okay, logical separation. Okay. So what does mean by layer? Can you please tell me what does mean by layer? Layer means simply
Logical separation.
logical separation. Okay, separation. Mainly for code purpose. Mainly used in the backend. Mainly used in the backend. Okay. Okay. Consider this is your client, means this is your browser. Okay, this is your browser. So consider this is your front end. Consider this is your front end. Okay, front end, and consider this is your backend. This is your backend, and consider this is your database. No issues. Front end can be in one machine. Front end can be in one server or in one country. Backend can be in another country. No issues. If I get time, I will show you. Like front end is in personal computer and backend is in my computer, and I will show you the communication. Okay, if I get time in front of you. Okay, or using the cloud like AWS, I'll show you. Leave this one. Okay, whatever. So this is what, sir? This is front end, right? I repeat again. Front end doesn't mean browser. This is the wrong concept, right? Okay, this is your front end and this is your backend. Okay, backend. So in the front end, just consider very simply, you are writing some HTML code, right? HTML code, CSS code, JavaScript code, yes or no?
Yes.
Are you getting my point? Do you have any idea about front end?
Mm.
Okay, so simply consider, maybe you are separating your code. Okay, just consider your code Java or any program. In the same program, are you writing all the logic? Are you writing all the logic in the same program, or you are writing multiple program or multiple work?
Multiple program.
So okay, but if I write, consider this is our one program, right? If I write everything inside the same program, okay, inside the same program, is it possible or not possible to develop the application or project? For example, this is my Java program. Right? I want to write all the logic inside a single file. This is very core Java concept. Why you are silent? In the single file, I want to write all the logic. Is it possible or not? First of all, it's possible, right? But maintaining is difficult, right? If you get any error, finding the mistake is difficult, right? Okay. So you are writing multiple file. You are writing in multiple file, right? You are writing in multiple file. Okay. Just observe in your front end, you are writing your code in multiple file or in multiple layer, right? For means you are writing some files, okay, for user interface only, means simply like your forms. Okay. You are writing simply for front like user interface, like some button, some forms. Okay, this kind of things. Consider in another layer, or you are writing some program, you are writing some files to handle, right? To handle, or for JavaScript. Are you getting my point? Like state management purpose. Do you have any idea about front end? Just 1 minute. Let me clean all the
Yes.
things and let me discuss. Just a moment. Just I'm wasting 2 minutes time or 1 or 2 minutes. but this is not important. This is not important. Okay. Consider this is your totally front end, right? Front end means what? Front end means simply your UI code, right? UI code. Okay, UI code. So obviously this is quite common sense. You are not writing all the codes inside a single file. You are separating your code. You are separating your code. Something like, just give me some basic idea. You are separating your code. Okay, just 1 minute. For example, these codes are only for user interface, right? Yeah, UI different. Just let me write for you. Just a moment. User interface means you are keeping some buttons, okay? Like some forms, okay? This kind of thing. Consider for handling purpose, right? For handling, do you know anything like event?
Event handling.
Okay, like for event handling purpose, you are writing some code. Okay, this is your front end. Your front end should communicate with your backend, right? So for this purpose, you are writing some other codes, right? Like API code, right? API code, or simply API code, or there are some other names also. So here, this is a single machine, right? This is a single machine, but you are separating. You are separating your code, right? You are separating your code. Simply, we are calling this is a one layer, this is one layer, this is one layer, right? Is it clear? Means logical separation of code. What's up? Logical separation of code. Okay, is it okay? But mainly layer concept is used for backend purpose. For backend purpose. Let me discuss the backend. Just a moment. Consider this is your backend, right? Consider this is your backend. Backend, right? So in our course, mainly in our course, we are going to design this part. We are going to design this part. So consider this is one layer. This is one layer. Do you have any idea what does mean by it? Like controller. Guys, if you have like pen and paper, simply draw this diagram. This is important because we are going to design this backend. We are going to develop this backend. So if you have pen and paper, then please write. Okay, this is very important. Very important. Simply, just let me write. Consider this is your one layer. This is your one layer. This is your one layer, and this is your one layer. Mainly in the Spring Boot or Spring, we are using our Spring or Spring Boot mainly to design this three layer. Mainly to design this three layer, right? Mainly to design this three layer. One is controller layer, or web services. Okay, web services. Okay, web services. Another layer. Can you please tell me what is the means? What is the layer name? And another layer is your persistence layer. Persistence layer. Okay. So can you please tell me what is the name? Especially I want answer from Faisal and Binoy from you guys. Tell me what is the name?
Business layer, sir. Business layer.
Okay.
Logical or business.
Okay. So nice. So business layer. Okay. Business layer or logic layer. Mainly this is the brain our backend. This is the brain our backend. So just keep in mind simply three layer. One layer is controller layer. Let me remove all the things. Simply one name, controller layer, right? Controller layer. Okay, or you can say web layer. Just simply keep in mind controller layer. Another layer is business layer. Another layer is persistence layer. Okay, is it clear?
Systems.
So controller layer send the request to the business layer. Business layer send the request to the persistence layer. Persistence layer send the request to the database only, right? Yes or no? Just 1 minute. No one's more time. Just observe. This is your front end. This is your front end. This is your backend. This is your backend. This is your. Just let me write the database. Okay. This is your database. Just keep in mind. You can draw this diagram. And this is your client. Just consider this is your client. Understand. Up to now, please understand. So client send a request to the front end server, right? This is what? This is front end, guys. This is what? Front end. Okay. Front end. Okay. Front end or UI code. UI code. Then Okay. So front-end server send the request to the backend, right? To the backend. To handle the request, one layer we are creating. Can you please tell me what is the name of the layer? What is the name of the layer? Please tell me what is the name of the layer? Controller layer, right? Controller. Just keep in mind this name, controller layer, okay? Controller layer. Controller layer send the request to the business layer or to the logic layer, right? The logic layer. Send the request to the logic layer or business layer. Let me write here. Business layer, and business layer send the request to the persistence layer or database layer, right? Yes or no? I'll discuss. Okay, don't worry. Simply just theory, like database layer or persistence, like permanent persistence. Okay, persistence. Simply some code only, nothing more than this some code. Okay, some code. Okay, persistence layer communicate with the database. Okay, database. Okay, response. Okay, persistence layer send the response to the business layer. Business layer send the response to the controller layer or web layer. Web layer send the response or controller layer send the response to your front end. Front end send the response or HTML code to your browser, and browser run the code. Okay, browser run the HTML code. Okay, HTML or CSS code. Okay, CSS code. Is it okay there? Any confusion up to now to understand?
Yes.
Leave this one the last part. Leave this one the last part. Ignore the last part. Okay. No need to make you confused. Controller layer or web layer send the response to the front end. Front end server send the response to the browser, and browser show us, right? Any confusion to understand this one?
No, sir.
Everyone, can you please confirm me up to now? Any confusion? Anything?
No, no, sir. Clear.
This is
No.
your backend. Okay, this is your backend. This is your backend. Backend. This is what? Front end, right?
Front
Front
end
end.
UI.
This backend. This is your database. Okay. This is our database. So any confusion, can you please tell me? Any confusion?
No, sir.
Everyone, can you please confirm me? Should I repeat again? I don't know, are you getting or not? But you are silent. Okay, can I move forward? Can I move forward?
And no.
Okay, what does mean by actually
Yes.
backend? Simply in our course. So, okay, let me discuss here. So here, what does mean by layer? Okay. All the codes are available in the same machine. All the codes are available in the same machine, but logically we are separating the code, right? Logically we are separating the code, right? Yes or no? Logically we are separating.
yeah.
The code. Is it okay? So this is actually layer, right? One layer, two layer, three layer. You can add multiple layer also, no issues. You can add multiple layer also. Any confusion, guys, up to now? So Abby got the point. What does mean by layer? What does mean by what? What does mean by layer and what does mean by tier? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. If you want, you can take a screenshot. Just I'm giving you only 5 second time, 5 to 10 second time. So, okay, leave this one. Now let me discuss another point. So whatever we discussed up to now, I hope there is no question. If you have any kind of question, any kind of confusion, please you can ask, okay? Okay, now let me discuss another point. Okay, now let me discuss another point. What you are typing. Just wait, I'm discussing what is MVC architecture, what is microservices architecture, what is web services. Okay, just one time I'm explaining. Don't worry. And already, already you know MVC architecture, right? In our Hibernate,
Yeah.
we design actually using MVC architecture. Maybe you know, right? So just 1 minute as you are asking this question. No issues. I'm discussing just 1 minute. Just let me answer your question here. But I will discuss MVC architecture. Okay. What does mean by EM? Tell me what does mean by EM? in the current industry right now, we are using MVC architecture. MVC architecture plus microservices architecture. Okay,
Yeah.
this one, but mainly for the large scale application, we are using microservices. Otherwise, most of the web application, most of the business application are defined, are created using MVC architecture. Tell me what does mean by M? M is model, right? Okay.
Model,
What does mean by
Model,
control
view,
architecture,
B
view,
means what? View.
view,
And what does mean by C?
view, controller.
controller.
C means your controller, right? So, sir, this two layer is a model layer. This two layer is a model layer. This two layer is a model layer. Okay. What does mean by B? This is your view. This is your view. And what does mean by C? This is your C, controller layer. Okay. MVC architecture. This is actually designed using MVC architecture.
Okay.
So, is it clear?
Yeah, yes.
But
Thank you.
elaborately, no issues. I will explain. Don't worry, don't worry. But I hope you get your basic down.
Mhm. Yeah.
This one. Yeah, keep in mind, model means business plus persistence. Okay, model means business plus persistence. With this one. Okay, any more confusion up to now?
No, sir.
Okay. So actually in our course, we are going to discuss actually Spring, right? So I give you some basic idea, Spring. Okay. So you know, in the market, there are some alternative. What? Just 1 minute. Okay. So mainly we are learning Spring, right? But you know, in the market, there are some other technology like mean start. Okay. Mean start. Okay, guys. Like man start. Yes or no? Like .NET. Okay.
Mhm.
Like Django. Okay. My question is why we are not learning other things, or what is the specialty? Okay. What is the advantage of Spring or Spring Boot over Spring or Spring Boot than other technologies, right? Is it clear? This is my question. Okay.
Yeah.
So to answer this question, let me discuss some concept, right? Let me discuss some concept. I'm asking you guys one question. What does mean by, sorry guys. So can you please tell me what does mean by enterprise application? Tablet is working. Okay. What does mean by enterprise application? Enterprise application. Enterprise application. Can you please tell me what does mean by enterprise application? I'm waiting for you.
Sir,
Yes, do you know?
enterprise application, it meant shopping application, purchase and buy products like this.
Am I audible, guys? Can you please confirm me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Whatever.
So, enterprise application means what? Okay. What about your answer? No issues. Okay, I'm explaining what does mean by enterprise application. But before that, let me discuss what does mean by web application, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Before discussing web application, let me discuss simply one concept. Just let me waste here like 30-second time. Website, right? Can you please tell me what does mean by website, guys? What does mean by website? Please tell me first. Just a moment. Can you please tell me what does my website? If you are silent, that means what? You are not getting my point. Answer, please.
In browser run
Sir, the companies and organization that's connected to the internet.
Very simple. I am asking the technical definition. Just
a
of
site is called a
website.
website. Yeah, of course.
Website.
Okay, stop that. Simply some static code, right? Static code, yes or no? Is there any interaction? Simply you are using like to read something, okay? Means there is no user interaction, right? In your website, there is no user interaction or less user interaction. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
No user interaction, right? User doesn't talk to the website, right? I don't know why the paint is rejecting up. Okay. Just right. simply less, okay, less user interaction, okay, less user interaction. This is the technical definition. Website, simply the static content, right? Simply a website provides some static contents, okay, like some news website, okay? Simply we are using for reading purpose, nothing more than this. Okay, any confusion?
No, sir.
Means simply it's a read-only content, right? Read-only. Okay, mainly used for what? Simply sharing purpose. Leave this one. I can discuss like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but I think it is not required. You are learning right now speaking already, you know what does mean by website, okay? So tell me what does mean by web application right now. Web application, or what is the difference between web application, okay, web application and website? What is the difference? Please answer. Can you please tell me what is the difference between website and web application?
Website is a simple static page,
Mhm.
or web application is a dynamic response
Oh,
according
so
to
the
the
web
business.
application is a distributed application which runs on browser and server.
Let me write distributed.
Yeah.
Who is answering distributed?
On distributed means
So
we
can
can
you please tell me
interact
what
with
does
people
mean by
and
distributed?
clients.
Okay, just let me write.
Interact with customers and users.
Can you please tell me what does mean by distributed? Even I saw multiple teachers. They explain this term wrongly. What does mean by distributed? If you search, okay. Can you please tell me what is distributed? Just I'm waiting 10 seconds for you. What does mean by distributed? Okay. If you ask anyone, most of the experience tests, they tell like this way. Actually, the fake experience, they tell like this way. Distributed means a web application that has many clients, right? Yes or no?
Mhm.
Many clients. But this is totally a wrong concept, right? Many clients. I don't know why I can write. Okay, many clients, but this is totally wrong. Okay, leave this one, distributed application. I will, okay, mainly we are using Spring. We are using Spring to create distributed application. So what is distributed application? I will discuss. Okay, I need some time. Okay, if required, I will take 1 day. Leave this one. So what does mean by web application? Simply, let me discuss very simply way. Simply, you can keep in mind web application means like your. Am I audible, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Simply keep in mind, website means simply static content, read-only content, and there is no user interaction. Web application means simply just, you can say like this way, web application means website, okay, website plus user interaction, right? Yes or no? Some technical definition, user interaction, okay? I think I should type, some problem in my tablet, okay? Just 1 minute, let me take just a moment. Okay. So what does mean by actually website? Can you please tell me? Static content only, right? Content plus less user interaction. Yes or no? Is it okay? But what does mean by web application?
Yes.
Means what? Simply website plus what? Website plus you can say like, for example, user interaction user interaction plus backend logic. Okay, backend logic. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Backend compulsory required, right? What does mean by web application? I think
Yeah.
there is no confusion. But right now my question, what is enterprise application? Okay. What is enterprise application? Can you please tell me? First of all, answer me. First of all, before enterprise application, first of all, answer me. What does mean by what is enterprise? What is enterprise?
Will be access.
But just let me give you some example. Okay. Can you give me some example of web application? Example like your facebook.com, right?
Yeah.
Facebook.com, okay,
Facebook.
gmail.com, etc. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Is it okay? Is it okay? Now please tell me what
Mm.
is enterprise.
Mm.
I'm waiting just 10 seconds for you. What does mean by enterprise? For understanding enterprise application, what is
Will be
enterprise?
Will be this type of application accessible from the machine also?
Machine also means
Accessible from a machine also, like ATM or swipe machine.
anyone want to say anything? What does mean by enterprise actually? I want that
Sir,
technical
I
answer,
think
definition.
the enterprise applications, it means
Past,
the application used in a large scale.
first of all, please answer. Okay, large scale. It's okay. Facebook is used in the large scale also, right? Facebook is many user, okay, but Facebook is not enterprise application, okay. So I'm asking you one question: what does mean by enterprise? Anyone, can you please answer me? What does mean by enterprise? Okay, we discuss. We discuss what does mean by enterprise actually. So simply keep in mind your enterprise. Okay. Okay. Simply keep in mind enterprise means a business, a large business. Okay, large business or organization. Okay, just keep in mind enterprise means a simply a organization or a business, right? A large business. An enterprise application means a application for an enterprise or for a large company. But this is not a technical answer, right? This is very simple level answer. Okay, very simple level answer. What does mean by first of all enterprise? Just let me discuss this point. Okay. Let me write this point. What does mean by actually enterprise? Just I'm giving you the definition of enterprise. So simply you can say anyone ask you enterprise means what? Enterprise means actually organization. Okay, organization or business. Okay, or business or any company. Okay, company. This is a technical term. But if anyone asks you what does mean by enterprise, you can say what? Large organization, right? Large organization. Okay, plus many user, right? There are many users available. Yes or no? In the enterprise, there are large data is available, right? Large data and the most important thing, high security, security only. Just keep in mind, if anyone asks you what does mean by enterprise application, simply say a large organization plus high security. Security is the thing. Okay, so mainly high security. Okay, so just I don't want to discuss too much. If you don't understand, then I'm explaining. Have you got the point? What does mean by enterprise? What does mean by enterprise? Please tell me.
And the enterprise is organization, business, and company, and large organizations and many users.
A organization or business, or more technically, enterprise means a organization, actually a large organization. It has many users, large data, and the most important thing, high security, high security. Okay. Okay. I'll leave this one now. Now let me discuss. Okay. Now let me discuss what does mean by enterprise application. What does mean by enterprise application? But can you please tell me, guys, you are not answering. Are you getting my point? Are you really getting anything? What is it out?
Yes, yes.
Just 1 minute. Certain Facebook calls large application. Okay. Wait, 1 minute. Just okay. I'll discuss your question first. So just a moment. Give me some time. I hope you got the point. What does mean by enterprise? It's okay. You asked a good question. Okay, just 1 minute. So what does mean by enterprise application, guys? Enterprise application. Application means actually your web application. What does mean by enterprise application? Enterprise application means actually your web application, okay, plus security or scalability. Do you know anything about scalability concept? Scalability. Do you know anything about scalability?
Well, will be.
If you don't know, then don't worry. I'll explain. Just keep in mind, enterprise application means web application plus scalability plus high security. Okay, high security. high security, or some other things like business logic plus database. I'm not writing here. Just these 2 points, enterprise application means web application plus scalability plus high security. Or simply you can say enterprise application means more complex application than web application. Is it clear?
Okay.
Enterprise application means
Complex.
complex application than enterprise. Enterprise application means more complex application than web application. Up to now, any confusion? Any confusion? Can you please tell me? Is it clear? Should I repeat anything? Please tell me.
Complex in the sense.
I mean, for example, this is your web application, right? This is your web application. Okay. Just in this sense means
Yeah.
making an enterprise application is more difficult than the web application. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? What does mean by enterprise application?
Yes.
Enterprise application
Yes.
means first of all
Mhm.
web application plus some scalability plus high security plus something other also. Okay. Is it clear? But mainly we are going to learn actually enterprise, how to create enterprise application. Whatever, leave this one. Should I repeat anything from here? What does mean by enterprise application?
No.
So sir, your mean stack, your man stack, your PHP, your Laravel, your .NET, all other technologies for web application. But to create enterprise application, we are using Spring Boot. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? What is the purpose of Spring
Yeah.
Boot? What is the purpose of Spring Boot?
High security.
Yes, sir.
Mainly, why Spring Boot? Just you can search in the Google right now. Number one technology to create enterprise application. Just simply you can search. You will say Spring Boot only. Is it clear? What is the power of Spring Boot? Just let me write here. Sorry, here your what?
Yeah.
Your mean stack. Do you know anything about mean stack? Your mean stack, your man stack, okay?
One stack.
Your Django,
Django.
whatever. Django, Flask, or other technology, mainly used for web application.
Okay.
Is it clear, guys? What is the purpose of web application? What is the purpose of Spring Boot? Is it clear?
Hmm.
Can you please tell me?
Yeah. Yes. Clear.
Mainly we are using Spring Boot to create enterprise application. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes. Sir.
Any confusion? Can you please tell me? Anyone? Other members? Maybe you are silent. Just can you please chat? Are you getting my point or not? Just yes or no. I wanna see from you. Just yes or no. If you don't want to speak, no issues. You can simply chat. Are you getting my point or not? Joy, Shwag. Is it clear? Whatever I am telling, whatever I am discussing, have you got my point? Okay. This one. So any confusion to understand what does mean by enterprise application? Why we are using Spring Boot or Spring? What is the purpose of Spring? Okay, leave this one. So now let me discuss something actually. Okay, let me discuss something actually. So now let me answer your question first. So now let me answer your question. You asked me this question. Why Facebook is not a web application, right? This is your question, right? This is your question, right? Why Facebook is not a enterprise application, right? Yes or no?
Enterprise. Yeah.
And
Yes. Sir.
it's true. It's true. It's true. Okay. Facebook is a web application, not enterprise application. Okay. Another point let me write here. Okay. All enterprise application means application means web application, but web application doesn't mean what? Doesn't mean enterprise application.
Enterprise application.
Can you feel this point? Is it clear? Can you feel this
Yeah.
point?
Yes. Sir.
Okay. So
Hmm.
right now you are asking why Facebook is not an enterprise application. Why Facebook is not an enterprise application? This is your question. Can you please, what do you think? What do you think? I'm waiting 30 seconds for your response. What do you think? Why Facebook is not an enterprise application? Okay, just let me discuss this
Facebook.
point. Okay, so actually, so for this, to answer this question, let me discuss some other things. Okay, you need to understand the purpose of web application and the purpose of enterprise application. Mainly, guys, this purpose of web application for user interaction purpose. And
Yeah.
what is the purpose of enterprise application? What is the purpose? Can you please tell me? Can you please tell me?
User interaction plus business logic.
Business management
Sorry,
purpose.
business purpose. Yeah,
Business
yeah,
management.
business purpose.
Okay. If I ask you, what is the size? What is the size of web application? What is the size of web application? What should be your answer? Small to medium, right? Small to what? Small to medium, right?
Medium.
But what is the size of enterprise application? What is the size of enterprise application? Can you please tell me?
Large.
Yeah, good answer.
Uh,
Good answer. What is the size? Large scale, right? Very okay.
large scale.
What is the size? Okay, like very large. Okay, very large. Is it clear? Is it clear? You need to understand some point also to get your answer, or if anyone asks you why Facebook is not an enterprise application. I hope you got the point. What is the purpose and size, right? If I ask you who is the users of web application, can you tell me who is the user of web application? Mainly public users, right? Mainly public users, right? Anyone can use Facebook, right? Anyone
Okay.
can use Gmail. Yes or no?
Yes.
But what is the okay? What are the users of enterprise application? Can you please tell me what is the users? What is the users? Just to answer your question, I'm completing this session. Okay. Can you please tell me what is the users of enterprise application? Simply your employees, right? Employees, customers. Okay, not public users. Yes or no? Okay. So, and another point, just I can give you many difference, but just let me cover another point. Security. Okay, security. Their security is less, right? Security is less or medium, right? Let me write here medium, but they are very high security. Very high security. Just 1 minute. High security. Okay. Security is very, very high. Okay, very, very high. Okay. And another point, some more points I can discuss. But I think it is not required. Based on this four point, you got your answer, right? Now tell me, who are the users for Facebook? Public user only, right? Public user, yes or no? Okay, guys?
Yeah.
And okay. And the users are public users and security. Just compare the security of Facebook. Compare the security of your Facebook account and your bank account. Just you consider the security of your bank account and the security of your what? Security of your Facebook account. Okay, leave this one. Okay. And mainly enterprise application is defined mainly based on the purpose. What is the purpose? Mainly user interaction. And what is the purpose of enterprise application? Mainly for business management. Now, I hope you got the point why Facebook is not enterprise application. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yes, sir.
but if you want, you can say Facebook is an enterprise level system. Okay. What? Enterprise level system. Just keep in mind enterprise level system. Okay. Enterprise level system means we are using the technology to create enterprise application. We are using the similar kind of technology, similar kind of framework, similar kind of tools, similar kind of process to create the Facebook. Okay. So you can say Facebook is an enterprise level application, but not enterprise application. Is it clear? Any confusion to understand?
Okay.
Also.
Yes. Yeah. Clear.
Okay. So leave this one. Any more question? What is the time? Okay, just let me check. Just a moment. Should I discuss anything or should I discuss next step? do you have any question up to now? Anyone?
Sir, then in
Mhm.
real world, we create an application using enterprise
Mhm.
application because we create a business purpose.
Mhm. Means you are asking question. Can you please repeat your question once more time?
In real world, we create an enterprise application because the clients or what do we say?
Okay. Just
We create a business purpose application. No?
mainly for business purpose. Mainly for business purpose.
Yeah,
Consider
yeah,
your
yeah.
consider your banking application. Consider your banking application, right? Consider your banking application. Okay. Banking application. Okay, like government project. Okay. Business application. Okay. Like your Flipkart. Okay. Like your Amazon.com. This kind of application are what? Enterprise application. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah,
Mm,
please.
Am I able to answer your doubt? Any more
Definition.
question? Okay, based on you up to
No,
now,
sir.
any more question? I think I will discuss next, right? It's almost more than 1 hour. Okay. Any question, if you have, you can ask at this moment. Your any kind of question. Okay. Okay. I think I should discuss like maybe 2 or 3 class. I'll discuss some concept like what does mean by distributed application, right? To discuss, I need some time. Actually, what does mean by distributed application? Okay. What does mean by distributed application is the very important concept. I think after 2 or 3 class, okay, mainly I will start the coding. And once maybe you observe when I start the coding, I'll discuss only the coding part only. Till this one. Okay. Any more question? If you have, you can ask your doubt. Let me stop the recording. If you have any,
Sir, class
Mhm.
is daily.
Sorry,
Daily class and
just 1 minute. Let me stop the recording.